Piotrowski over at CommSec. Good morning to you, Tom. How are we shaping up today?
Well, it's a little better, the picture this morning, Pete, compared to what we experienced yesterday. Quite an acute fall with the ASX 200 down by 1.8%, falling to its lowest level in about a month. So as a result, today we'll see the market kick off with a gain of around 0.4%, helped by the recovery, if you like, for US and European stock markets overnight, although at the hands of what was weaker economic news. So we saw weaker readings in the US on employment and factory orders, which consolidated the belief that we'll see a rate cut from the US Federal Reserve in September. And that saw the Nasdaq rise by 0.8%. We had the S&P 500 up by around 0.6%, although the Dow Jones missed out. It was just down by around 0.1%. So that's it in a nutshell. There were some important outcomes from a company perspective yesterday, including a court ruling in relation to Google's parent Alphabet. It turns around search. There's been a court case ongoing for some time now, Pete. The court ruled that Google won't have to sell off its search functionality or its Chrome browser, which was the top line there, and that was an important outcome for the organisation. The shares up by about 9%. And it was also an important result for Apple because Google pays Apple about $20 billion a year to incorporate their search functionality in the iPhone. So this was seen as a win in that regard, and as a result, Apple shares were up by around 3.5%. Today, we will be watching out for the energy sector. We've seen oil prices fall last night ahead of the OPEC and allied producers meeting at the weekend. There was suggestions that they would leave production unchanged, but now that has moved towards perhaps an increase in output. So in a context of a moderating economy, that was not welcome. Oil prices down by around 2.5%, and the Aussie dollar has recovered back to 65.4 US cents thanks to a softer US dollar at the moment.